So I'm really concerned about what should I say? The way the world is moving, where the world is going, where people are going. Scares me. The future scares me. Um, I don't know what is going to happen. I'm seeing some changes in people. So that really scares me. I I've been observing people since I was young. I'm 24 now, and this is 2022. Pandemic on. Yeah, so ever since the pandemic began, obviously I've seen some really, yeah, some changes in people. But it's not just a pandemic, it was before that. Since I was growing up, I've seen people change. And I don't know how to explain it. Like, what I'm trying to say is that when I was young, when I was young, 10, 11 years old, that's like 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. Well, actually, yeah, it was like 14, 13, 14 years ago, whatever. So, like, let's say like 10 years ago, when I was 13 or 14, 14, a little bit before that, maybe, yeah, somewhere during that time. So, people were different. Their mindset, and not just mindset. What I'm trying to say is that people were more social, and I'm not really I'm failing to explain what's here, what I'm seeing, my viewpoint. Is that people are changing, and for the worse. I mean, see, I'm a very zen person, and I've been exposed to spiritual lessons, the spiritual side of the world, you can say. Or I have a good idea, a good foundational base, you can say, about spirituality and things like that. So I don't really care. For a lack of better word, I don't really care if the world goes to shit, or if people become completely nihilistic, or if everybody in the world stops caring, which is, I think, where the world is headed, which is, I think, where this human species is headed, because people are becoming more like machines. Because what I have observed is that when I was young, so I'm from India, and here people, when I was young, technology was not really a part of our lives, daily lives, for average Indian households. But here, fast forward to 2022, post pandemic and everything, technology is literally, technology is everything. It's everywhere, and it's just, you have to use it. It's not like, because of the pandemic, more so. We are heavily dependent on technology, and I mean, on the surface level, there is nothing wrong with that. If you just think of it very simply, like, what's the problem? So pandemic, right? You cannot go to your office. If you're a student, you cannot go to your college or your educational institute, whatever. But yeah, hey, technology, right? That's a solution to our problems, right? We have all this video and everything. You're watching this video on YouTube. So it's a good thing, right? Technology, it's changing our lives. So when I was young, this is what I used to feel. That, wow, I still am. I'm a tech enthusiast, or like, I am. I won't say obsessed, because when I was 15 or 16, in my teens, I was really obsessed with technology. I used Google Maps when Google Maps wasn't even popular. Nobody even knew about Google Maps. I had a Nokia those old Nokia Symbian OS phones. Yeah, I like, I don't know the remember the name, but um, it's not like the very old Nokias, but like in the early 2000 Nokias. Sorry, not early 2010s. Not even 2010s, a little before than that. Late 2000s, I would say. Yeah. So I used to I used Google Maps in that Symbian OS phone, and the phone didn't even have any GPS. And I'm like, I opened the map, Google Maps on that phone, and I was on a trip with my family somewhere, and we were on the road, and I was like looking at my phone on the maps, and I was like fascinated. And on the teenage hormones were like firing, the neurons firing in the brain. You know how it goes. And I was like, damn, this is dope. This thing is amazing. I mean, it's like, yeah, when I still remember, yeah. But there was no GPS, so like the accuracy of your own position was, you can understand, it's based on internet, so like 500 meters or something. But I didn't understand. I was thinking like there was a circle around my position, and it was supposed to mean that I was there somewhere within that range, right? Somewhere in the radius, right? But uh, so I didn't understand. I didn't even know what GPS is. I mean, I googled for the first time when I opened that Google Maps, and there was like some option or something, like there was like GPS disabled or something instead, and I was like, I didn't even understand it as I googled it. But the point is, I mean, this was just I was just saying stuff. But the point is, like, technology. I mean, I was always positive and enthusiastic and optimistic about technology. But ever since the pandemic happened, I mean, not exactly in the pandemic, but even before that, but more so in the pandemic, I'm realizing that, man, I mean, everything is. So I don't know what YouTube will, if I say like some swear words or what. I don't even know how this works. Will YouTube not spread this video? I mean, anyways, I'm a very small channel. I mean, I don't even know if my video will spread, but what the hell, right? I mean, I'm just gonna not use any filter here. I don't really like that. I mean, speech with filter, it's like, yeah, it's not worth it. But I mean, it's not the full expression of yourself, right? I mean, you're like limiting your own expression. So fuck it. Yeah. Well, let's bring it full mode on. So I what was I saying? I mean, about technology. More so in the pandemic, I'm seeing like people are fucking changing, and what I'm trying to say is that people are changing, but I'm trying to explain it in more depth. Which, what should I say? I mean, it's like people are losing their human connection, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, because when I was young, before all this, all these smartphones and all this technology, especially before all the smartphones and social media and everything, I very distinctly remember that people used to, make eye contact, and people used to actually socialize. Socializing is, I mean, people don't really socialize anymore, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, I don't. Uh, I'm sure that some of you have observed, but most of the human population will not even understand what I'm saying, I guess. Because when I try to talk about these things to the people in my circle, people in my life, they just shun me. I mean, how should I say? I mean, they completely ignore it. I mean, let's say I'm having a conversation with a friend or a relative or whatever, someone I know, right? So I'm trying to bring this thing up, and I think it's taken as like a boring philosophical topic or something, like boring philosophy, which is really even more concerning. That makes me even more concerned because, man, I mean, it's not. Yeah, technically, well, it's philosophy, but the word philosophy has taken a place in society where it's like, oh, it's so philosophical, it's so beautiful. But dude, I mean, it's fucking scary if if you admit, if what I'm saying, let's say for a second, what I'm saying is people are changing, people are becoming like machines, people are becoming like robots. So I don't even think that people are like people anymore. I mean, well, technically there are people, they're still biologically the same, but I mean, but brain chemistry, or I don't know how to say this. I mean, people are losing their soul. They're selling their soul more and more as days go by. But people had a human connection. I mean, maybe it's because of the pandemic, but even before the pandemic, I saw that it's happening gradually. People are losing their soul. People are losing that human connection. And honestly, I mean, at this moment, for example, right now, while I'm recording this video, I don't really care right now because, what am I gonna do? It's just how it is, right? I mean, whatever happens, if tomorrow something horrible happens, let's say humans become zombies, which will really be horrible, but I can't really do anything about it, right? What am I gonna do? So why am I making this video? Well, I'll say just honestly to be honest, I'm just trying to vent out my frustrations because nobody cares about listening to these things. So my logic, my in my head is like, I mean, I'm gonna upload this video to my channel, and if you're watching it, that's on you because I'm not having a conversation. It's not like a one-on-one conversation, right? It's a video. I mean, if you don't like it, go ahead, skip it, right? It's your choice. And if you're watching it, then you are, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, if you're watching it, then you're investing your time. That's on you, right? So I don't feel guilty because when I try to bring this kind of conversation in my personal life with my friends or relatives, like I said, I always feel guilty. I talk for like 5 minutes. I try to explain that that guys, it's really scary. Human beings are changing. I mean, they're changing for the worse. I mean, they're becoming less and less like humans and more like robots and machines. And so the person who I'm telling this, or maybe I'm talking about this in a group, all of a sudden, everybody becomes silent and everybody's like, instantly they try to change the topic. That's what I've observed, and they just change the topic. Like recently I met a friend, so I was like, I think it was talking for 3 minutes, 3 4 minutes straight, maybe 3 minutes, not even 5 minutes, and he's like, all of a sudden in the between he's like, hey, so what does Parvez mean? It's my name, it's Parvez. What is the meaning of Parvez? And I'm like, okay, so can I like say, I mean, yeah, I mean, so I don't really know the meaning of my names, but I think I once searched in Google and it meant this. So, but it worked, right? These are conversational tactics, right? To change the topic. If you want the topic to be changed, you just introduce something that, that's not in the flow of the current conversation. So you don't like the flow, you switch it, or they just this was really clever. But mostly what I've seen is that if I'm in a group or talking to someone, they just pick up their phone and they're just checking their phone. I mean, they're not really doing anything. I mean, I can tell they're just checking. I mean, I don't even know how people do that, honest to God. I don't know. And people just, I've seen it in social gatherings when everything becomes silent. I mean, people really get uncomfortable with silence. I don't really know why. To me, honestly, it's the most beautiful thing ever. There's nothing more beautiful than silence. Silence is the ultimate. Yeah, that's like something else. Fuck that. Maybe not for this video, but yeah, human beings are changing, man. I mean, and it really scares me. Honest to God, it scares me. It does. From time to time, I feel it's. I won't say the exact right word is scares me, or it makes me feel scared. It's more like it makes me feel uncomfortable, or I don't like it in a childish way. If I say I would say that I don't really like it. People are changing and they're losing that human connection. I mean, honest to God, I mean, this is not really anything new. If you search on YouTube or whatever on the internet, you'll find tons of videos, people saying this exact same shit. But you know what the problem? The problem is, and people are going through their Instagram feed once in a while, a video like this, a short video, Instagram reel even comes, and it's done in a very creative way. It's like, we are losing our human connection, and there's a background music, it's a sad background music. We used to be social, we used to have this human connection, and look what this technology, what this phone is. Well, I don't have my phone with me right now, so look what this phone is doing to us. And it's like people get, oh man, that's true. That's people who are watching that Instagram video or whatever, even on YouTube. People are like, yeah, yeah, this guy's right, man. We're really changing. We're changing for the worse, man. So it's like, what, 2-3 minutes video, and then people are like, yeah, that guy was right. I mean, the thought in the mind is like, at that moment, it's like, yeah, yeah, that guy is right, man. We're really changing, and it really scares me. But then you just move on to the next video. It's like your favorite, someone you follow, you just watching. Oh man, okay, let me check some other video. Okay, okay, this. And even in this day and age of shorts, I mean, I can't even begin. Standards, people's attention span. It's scary. People are watching short videos. They want to just watch a video that's like 30 seconds and they're bored. That's their attention span now. That is how quickly people are getting bored these days. People have zero patience. 30-second video, done. Oh man, yeah, I'm consuming video, I'm consuming content. Fuck. Consumers, right? Everyone is consuming. Whatever happened, man? I mean, seriously. Yeah, and with, well, metaverse and everything ahead of us, right? Isn't that amazing? Companies like Facebook, I don't even know where to begin. Do you honestly think, if you watching this video, what do you think? Facebook, companies like people like Mark Zuckerberg, honestly, what are they doing? They're bringing. Do you think they're bringing any value to this world? What do you think? What do you think, huh? Well, how has your life changed after Facebook? I'm sure you can. I don't know, if you think about it logically, you'll come up with many problems. Problems, by the way, that Facebook has solved. Honestly, there was never any problem with life the way it is. People, when they were hunter gatherers, when they were farmers, still are, honestly. That's honestly the most. Then, well, it's my point of view, but I think hunter gatherers, farmers, they're the real human beings, honestly. I mean, I just feel that if you move away from nature, the more distance you create between yourself, and nature, you're fucked, man. The more distance there is between you and nature, the more you are sitting in your room in front of your technology, your devices, your smartphones. You're using, oh, what do we do every day? We wake up in the morning, either you're a student or you're working. So whatever, you got studies or you got work. Okay, so you're working. Whenever you get time, you're like, what are you doing when you have some time? You're calling a friend. Yeah, a lot of them do. I have seen, at least in India, people still call each other. They do. I'm not saying that they don't. But I don't know, man. I've seen people talk to each other. It's so plasticky. I mean, people talk about shit really. They don't really connect with each other. There's no honesty in the conversation between each other. When I was young, I used to observe people around me conversing. So I was kind of an introverted kind of guy. Always I have been, but these days I don't feel that introverted. I feel more like an extrovert, I think, whatever. But when I was young, I've seen people conversing, having conversations, and there was so much depth, depth and connection between. I mean, they used to connect. Two people talking in a group, four or five people talking. Connect. There was a connection. I saw that, but then I don't know. Just people don't give a shit these days. They don't. Yeah, they don't have any connection anymore. People don't feel connected. They feel. I don't know, man. Honestly, like, well, right now I feel like, yeah. So what's the problem? Even while making this video, so what's the problem? But honestly, I'll tell you. I mean, I think something is not right. I mean, the way I don't know. I mean, see. So I'm a student of spirituality. I'm a student of philosophy. So I have learned in spirituality. I don't know if I mean, what are my honest opinions about it? I think I'm a little too young to have too much of a concrete opinion when it comes to spiritual or philosophical stuff. But like, in spirituality, they say that change is inevitable. That's the nature of life. Nothing will be constant. Everything will change. So I get it. I mean, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Whether you, as a human being, you like it or not, it doesn't really matter if you like it or not. And it's going to happen, and well, ultimately, you will like it. I mean, you will at least force yourself to like it. Otherwise, how will you survive? If you're in a world where you think that it's just horrible, you cannot live, or you don't feel connected in this world, uh, then how the fuck are you going to survive? I mean, you'll have to kill yourself, commit suicide, uh, which is again, um, it's just not going to happen. For most of you, it's not going to happen. For most of us, it's not going to happen. Even if some of us honestly do want it to happen. um, I don't know, but see, if you consider life as a game, you can't really quit this game. I mean, how do I mean that? What I mean is that it's not easy. It's not, the word easy doesn't even come. I mean, it's just almost impossible. I won't say it's impossible because people do it, right? People do it every day. But it's, for most of the people, it's almost impossible. It's always almost impossible. But when someone really hits their low, they kill themselves. But this video is about, like, yeah, like the future. I don't know where we're headed. I don't know. As a human being, as human beings, I think we human beings are losing their shit. That's what I'm gonna say. I mean, it's horrible, the things that happen. I mean, even in the pandemic. I mean, the things that I saw happening, not in India, whatever. I mean, people's hypocrisy and everything came out in the open, and not just in India, but everywhere. Even in USA, a country which I really, really adore. I mean, honestly, my I think it's my a country which I really, really appreciate its presence in the world. I learned a lot from it. It gives me a lot of inspiration and hope. United States, that country, in today's times, man. Even, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm giving up on it. I still love America, but it's a. I think it's not as good as it used to be. I mean, every country, everything. That's what I'm saying. I mean, people, right? What is a country? Country is a collection, a bunch of a particular type of people. So America, a collection of Americans. India, a collection of Indians. Every country, man. Overall, global people all over the world, man. I mean, they used to be different, more connected, more human like. These days, people. don't care about, their interhuman bonds, their relationships with each other. People, the people in their lives. Honestly, ask yourself. I mean, do you appreciate the people you have in your lives? I don't know. Maybe you do, but maybe whoever is watching you do. I don't know, but I don't. What I'm seeing is that most people, they don't give a shit about the people in their lives. People have such little gratitude for. I mean, they say, right? I mean, you should be grateful. It's important to be grateful. Gratitude is important, but when this stuff about gratitude comes up, what do people talk about? People say that, yeah, I'm grateful for the things, I'm grateful for my family. People say that, but yeah, I guess the most anyone should be grateful about, my opinion again, is the people in their lives. And you should be grateful about the people you. I honestly don't think there's anything more to achieve, or anything, how should I say, like anything more worth than the connection we have with each other, the human, the bond, and not through this, technological, video or internet bond. That's piece complete garbage. I'm talking about before the internet, yeah. Think about the bond. How did people used to bond with each other? They used to actually go out, physically go out and meet people. um and yeah, before you say talk about the pandemic, I get it. Right now there's a pandemic. It's not possible because of other reasons, um other vi- viral reasons. But honestly, to be honest, I mean, that is also complete, there's a lot of horseshit in that too. I mean, this pandemic and everything, this COVID. Obviously, I'm no expert, right? Who am I? I'm just some guy. I'm a nobody. My opinion, I don't even know how important my opinion is. But this COVID-19, whatever. I mean, yeah, I get it. People died. A lot of people died, and I'm really sorry about that. But that doesn't mean that this is like the AIDS virus, or this is some virus that is going to kill you. I mean, dude, there's a seriously like a great chance that you will not die. Mostly you will not die. It's not a deadly virus the way it has been propagandified, you know, in the media and everything. It has been inserted inside your heads. You're watching on these social media and whatever, all kinds of medium, has been penetrated inside your brain. Now it's inside your brain. Oh my god, the pandemic, COVID, I'm gonna die. We should just we should just stay away from each other, social distancing, right? Well, I say fuck that. I mean, and how do I mean it? Like I said, obviously, yeah, it's really sad. People died. A lot of them died. But try to understand, a lot of people die every day. Right now that I'm making this video, a lot of people are dying around the world, and not because of COVID. Of course, because of COVID, but also because of other things, other reasons. There are many people are dying of old age, people are dying of COVID, people are dying of whatever accidents. I don't know, suicide, accidents, murder, but mostly like any kinds of, even other diseases like cancer. People are dying of cancer, heart diseases. Yeah, people are dying because of their horrible dietary habits. People are dying because they consume absolute pathetic shit. They're consuming junk food, and that is honestly a worse killer. People are dying because they're drinking all the time. The fucking alcoholics. They're damaging their liver and everything. They're damaging their body. People are dying because they harm their body. They don't take care of their body. And by the way, I'm no ex. I will say I'm not sin free of this crime. I mean, I'm not uh, pure regarding this matter. I also consume a lot of. I have a bad diet. I consume a lot of shitty food. Yeah, because it tastes good, right? Junk food. I get it. I'm not saying that I don't do that. I don't mean to be hypocritical or anything. But I'm saying that I'm just openly saying that what I do, this is not good. You know, I don't have the best habits in the world, but dietary habits. I consume a lot of garbage food, but which is not good for my body. I don't even exercise every day on a regular basis. Uh, yeah, I exercise very rarely. So I'm not saying that, yeah, that I'm some kind of some I'm no one to tell you what to do, but I mean it's not good. I mean, it's obviously it's taking care of your body is important, but so so people are changing, and they're, yeah, I mean, I think there's nothing else I have to say, honestly. Basically what I'm saying is that people are changing. I don't really like it. I don't think it's good, the way technology is affecting, the way technology is changing our lives. I don't really think it's good. I don't honestly think that it's solving any problems. People say, when people talk, people like me, when they try to bash technology and everything, and people will be like, the tech enthusiasts will be like, "What kind of an ungrateful fuck are you? I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you?" And technology has brought so much value, has added so much value to your life, and I'm like, no, that's not right. If you think about it, if you think, just observe, it's not adding any value. It's more so, it's depleting your value. I would suggest you watch videos on YouTube about, like, Amish culture, Amish people, their lifestyle. You will, if you observe their lifestyle with an open mind, keeping an open mind, you will see what you're missing. Being away from nature, it's you're missing everything. Life exists around nature. I you feel more connected when you're close to nature. When you're breathing the the pure oxygen of nature through your nose. I mean, it's euphoric. And waking up with the sun, things like that. I mean, you know in primitive times, what used to happen, people, you were close to nature. There were no electricity. Think about a time before that, no electricity. People used to stay close to nature, and people used to, how is it, how did they spend time? They used to socialize, actually connect with each other. Actually, they used to actually care about their neighbors. They used to, I mean, compared to times like this and today, do you even know the names of your neighbor? I mean, if you live in an apartment, or I don't even remember. I don't know who my neighbors are. I don't talk to them. They don't talk to me. I don't talk to them. And I'm not saying, I'm saying I hate that. I'm saying that it's not how it's supposed to be. Mm, Human beings are supposed to be social. I mean, I don't know, maybe we don't need to be social anymore, so technology has changed that. But what I'm saying is that things were, life, the quality of life was better. Think about primitive times, hunter gatherer, or maybe not so long ago. Think about the time before electricity was discovered. Before that, how was life? People used to wake up. Do you know when people used to wake up? People used to wake up when the sun woke up. If there is sun, it's the day. So it's like 5 a.m., 4 a.m., whatever, 6 a.m. 6 a.m. is like, it's already bright daylight. You just wake up. You just naturally, yeah, okay, the day has started. You wake up. What do you do? You have chores. You have to collect wood. You have to, gather wood to cook your food. You need to wash your clothes, things like that. You need to, maybe you're a farmer. Most people are a farmer, right? Before electricity, what do you have to do? Before electricity, yeah, industrial revolution, yeah, whatnot, that has started. But so think about a time before industrial revolution, farming, right? Most people were farmers, so you have to take care of your the cattle and the crops and whatnot. your produce. You have to take care of your how your produce is doing. And there are so many chores. People used to just, socialize, have family time. If you check out the videos on Amish people, how they live their lives. I mean, they were saying there. I was watching their video, and in one instant, there was an instance they were talking about like the importance of family dinner. Dinner together. I mean, they were saying that they cannot imagine having dinner without the presence of all the family members. If one family member is missing, it's like, why? What happened? I mean, if that person is sick, that's a different story. But I mean, busy with what? What we modern society, right? This in this modern society, we are all busy, right? We are running, we're busy. But what the fuck are we busy about? What are we trying to achieve? There's nothing to achieve in life. I know it sounds stupid, right? I guess it sounds stupid. Even when I am saying it, it sounds out loud. It sounds stupid even to me. That's how this shit works, right? That's how this game works. I don't even know. I don't like the way things are changing. Doesn't matter. I'm used to it. I'm getting used to it. So it doesn't really matter if I like it or not. And mostly I'm just making it this video because I I'm just trying to, get my frustrations out in this video. I mean, yeah. So that's it. I mean, that's just the objective, whatever. If you ask me why make this video, I mean, is there a point to this video? I don't know. I don't know if it will serve anyone. It will be useful, if it's purposeful or not. I don't really know. But I think, yeah, I'm just letting my frustrations out. And I don't know if it helps you or anything. If you think these my philosophy or my thought process has any value to you, then good. Then that makes me feel happy. Sure. I don't know. I mean, I think. Mm, well, I think most people don't care about things like these, like, change, and this. People are changing their mindset. People's psychology. Most people don't give a shit, but whatever. I mean, everyone I see around me is like, they don't care. I mean, they don't care about anything really. I mean, like, what is life? What is it all about? I mean, trying to understand about life. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Most people don't care. I mean, it's not important to them. They just want to have a good time. They just, I see these people in my generation, people of my age. Yeah, they're social media obsessed. They are, and that's more important to them. Taking the perfect picture for their Facebook post or the Instagram, whatever. It's all the same shit anyway. I mean, posting that perfect picture, taking that perfect whatever Instagram reel, making that, posting it on your feed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're connecting with a lot of people on social media, but those connections have no value. Um, it used to be before that we used to connect with a few people, a handful of people, but the bond was so strong. Yeah, it was. I think it was better, and it's becoming worse. That's why I think that's my stupid lecture, whatever, my stupid thoughts on this whatever video, and that's what I just made it. So yeah, whatever. This was it. I don't even know what else to say.